Just because a property needs a deposit does not mean that it's not a good deal. Look, we come across many deals and the seller wants a deposit. Now there's two routes that you can go in order to still make this a great deal. Number one is that you can go ahead and buy the property either on a lease purchase, on owner financing, or on subject to, and make it contingent upon finding a third party. And what you do is you utilize the third party or the tenant buyer's money in order to close that deal and bring that deposit to the table. Now, a majority of our deals are no money down. I mean, that is the case, but it does not mean that if you do have to bring money to the table that there can't still be a great deal. Let me just give you an example. If you're gonna go ahead and purchase a property on a lease purchase for $300,000, and you go ahead and sell that property for say $350,000, what we would expect is somewhere from a 3 to 10% non-refundable deposit from our buyers day one, and then more over time. So as you can imagine, if a seller just needs $5,000, $10,000 down in order to make this a great deal, and assuming that the other terms make sense, meaning you're getting great cash flow, you're getting great principal pay down, you're getting a long term, then if you're collecting 10% down, then you're still netting $20,000. So what you do is you collect the $30,000 from your tenant buyer, pay the seller, and go ahead and move on with that deal. Now, typically, I would not be putting that large of a deposit unless we were taking title, which means that we'd be working more in the owner financing or the subject to realm. But I just wanted to give you that example. Now, for our associates, specifically our higher level associates, we actually just created a new financing arm called Wicked Smart Finance, where we set it up specifically for these types of deals. We knew that if we could provide some sort of deposit to sellers, if that's the main sticking point, that we could create and open up many more opportunities for people. Right now we are working on a deal with one of our high six associates and one of our certified coaches, and this property is going to require somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000 down, but it is a subject to deal with no end date, and we're expecting somewhere with the high 5 figures to 6 figure deal over the next 4 to 7 years. Now that makes a ton of sense to come to the table with money. So to conclude this, just because there is a deposit that is required, as long as the other terms make sense, then it can be a fantastic deal. What I'm going to encourage you to do is go ahead and jump to our master's class, where we're going to cover a couple of these types of deals that we just spoke about in a couple examples, because you're going to be able to see that yes, you can buy tons of property, no money down, but if it does require a deposit, you can still create massive wealth.